Hey, Hillary, are you there? I was just wondering about how your job is going.
Wait, Dad? I'm sorry, but just what do you think you're doing messaging me like this?
Oh, come on, I'm only asking my daughter about how her job is going.
You know, Dad, I really actually don't think that you care about me at all.
How can you say that about your own father? I'm your parent and I have a right to worry about how my child is doing.
Oh, really? Is that what you think? Because I think you should know that I'm able to work just fine without you worrying about me.
You really are a brat, do you know that? I can't believe that you're actually my child sometimes. I mean, really, I don't know how you ended up like this, but you certainly don't take after me, that much is for certain.
Are you sure? Because I happen to think that I get all of my worst traits from you, if you must know.
You know, back in my day, I never ever used to talk back to my parents. Besides, don't you know that a girl who does what a man tells her to do is attractive? Nobody's gonna want to marry a woman who's always arguing with the men in her life, and that's why you don't even have a boyfriend.
Gee, thanks so much for that, Dad. Anyways, what is it you wanted to talk about? Did you just want to come to make fun of me for being single? Are you just trying to start a fight with me? Because something tells me that you're not doing so well with the ladies either.
I will have you know that I have plenty of ladies lining up around the block to get a piece of me. Honestly, I just wanted to ask you about work.
And I'm telling you that you haven't earned getting to pop out of the blue and asking me about my life.
Okay, but you are still working at the same company, aren't you? And it's like a full-time job and everything.
I'm working a regular job, Dad.
But I also heard that the company that you started working for after you graduated from college wasn't even all that good of a company, right?
It's a job that pays the bills and covers my insurance. What else is there after that?
What about bonuses? Do you get regular bonuses or raises or anything like that?
Oh, I see what this is about. You're testing the waters to see if you can't guess how much money I make from my job. You really are just the worst. Do you know that, Dad? Right when I think you can't sink any lower, you do.
Oh, come on, you can't just assume that of me. Why jump to conclusions like that? I only wanted to know.
Okay then, if that's really not what you wanted to ask me about, why don't you tell me why you messaged me?
Do I have to have a certain reason to ask after my own daughter? I can message you whenever I want, thank you very much.
Dad, I really can't think about a single time that you've called me without wanting something for yourself. Even when I was a little girl, you were always like this, Dad. I was literally a kid, and you were always trying to get me to do things for you. Even when I would get Christmas money from Grandma, you always told me to give it to you for safekeeping, and then I would never see it again. So I really find it hard to believe that you've changed all that much since then.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. I haven't always been like that. What about all the times that I was nice to you, that we played together?
Did we ever really play together? Because the only thing I can think of is the times you would take me to the horse races so you could gamble. And after you had lost all your money, you demanded that I hand my wallet over to you.
You're right. I did do that, and I shouldn't have. It was really wrong of me. But I just want you to know that I didn't come here to fight.
Then what is it? What do you want to talk to me about, Dad? Because you keep avoiding the question.
It's about your mom, Hillary. I messaged you because we have to talk about your mom.
What do you mean? What about Mom? Is she okay?
Well, let's just start like this. Just how many years do you think your mom and I have been together, Hillary?
Well, I'm 21 years old, so if I had to guess, it would be about that long.
Yeah, something like that, I believe. But you know, your mom and I never actually had a wedding. We just didn't have the money for it when you were younger.
Oh, I know all about it. Do you really think I didn't know this story?
Well, the truth is that I've caused your mom a lot of trouble over the years, and so, well, I just want to make things up with your mom by giving her a wedding dress.
Wait, what? No, Dad, why would you do that? We still have bills to pay, and I'm sure Mom would rather the money go there.
Oh, come on, what kind of woman wouldn't want to get a wedding dress if she never got to wear one before?
Dad, please don't waste your money on that. I know that Mom would rather you buy something nice for the house at least. I mean, do you really think that Mom would even like that as a gift? Don't you think it would be a reminder of the past 20 years that she's thanklessly put into being there for us?
Of course she'd be happy. Why don't you think that she would enjoy that?
I'm just saying that I wouldn't like it. If I was Mom, I would make it feel like I was left behind.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. Besides, you're not even pretty, so you wouldn't understand this to begin with. Look, can't I just get $300 from you? I need to get the dress, and then I was gonna hire a photographer to get pictures done.
You really think that Mom wants pictures taken of her in a wedding dress now of all times? Dad, I'm sorry, but you're gonna be paying all of that yourself. I mean, are you really going to be hiring a photographer? Do you really think that's a good idea?
I know what I'm doing. I didn't come here to bounce ideas off of you.
Well, if you're just gonna do whatever you want, then do it and leave me out of it. Because I am not giving you any money.
But why not? Don't you get that this is all for your mom?
I'm telling you that I really don't think that's what Mom wants at all. Why don't you just ask her about what she'd like before just assuming?
Because I'm trying to surprise her. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Oh, Dad, that's even worse. Please just don't bother doing this. It's not gonna go well.
Look, it's my idea and I just don't have enough money for it right now, so send me a little, okay?
Dad, I am not going to be sending you any money. You should just figure something out yourself. Because I have already made up my mind that you are not going to get a single cent.
I'm sorry, but just who do you think you're talking to anyway? Who do you think was providing for you most of your life, huh?
I think that Mom has done way more for me than you ever have, if that's what you're asking.
Well, if I didn't get your mom pregnant, then you would have never been born in the first place. You need to treat me with more respect.
What in the world are you talking about? I'm just getting so sick of having to deal with you. If you want to do something for Mom, that's fine. Just don't rope me into this. And that means using your own money to do this, because I am not giving you a single cent.
Oh, really? This is really how you're going to act? I wish that you'd never been born. Who needs a daughter that isn't going to obey her father?
Hey, Dad, I heard from Mom that she'd been taken away to the hospital for some injury. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, she fell down the stairs and had to go and get a leg looked at. This is seriously just such a pain in the ass.
But then you're fine, right? I mean, you're not unconscious and you can still type whole sentences? And so can Mom, apparently?
Yeah, I'm not gonna die, but your mom did break my leg, so it's not all good, you know.
Mom broke your leg? Okay, great then. I guess I'll go over and head over there then.
No, you don't have to go do that. Don't bother coming at all.
Oh, really? Are you sure? Why don't you want me there?
Well, if you come over there, you'll have to book a plane and everything, right? I wouldn't want to put you out like that. Besides, I would rather that you come over after your mom is out of the hospital. Then you could at least do some of the work around the house.
But I'm still worried about Mom.
Are you sure that you'd be able to come and visit us twice then? Will your work really let you take that much time off?
Well, now I suppose that I couldn't get that much time off, really.
So that's why I think it's better if you come to visit after your mom gets out of the hospital. I think it would be much better for your mom as well. You do want to be there for your mom, right? That's why I think you should just do what I say.
Well, I do want to be able to be there for Mom.
And I'm telling you that she's gonna be just fine while she's in the hospital, so I don't think there's anything to worry about. The hospital will take good care of her, although I think we're gonna be a little short for the hospital bills, so...
Oh, really? And just how much money are you gonna need?
I think we're gonna need about $1,000 for the hospital, but don't worry, your mom says that we'll be able to pay you back.
Well, it's the insurance that's gonna be paying me back, right? But yeah, sure, I can send you that money.
I'm sorry to be asking you for this, but it is really for your mom, you know.
Well, if you really feel so bad, how about you go and visit Mom in the hospital? And then when you know a bit more about how she's doing, you can update me. Because I'm sure Mom isn't going to want to tell me anything for fear of worrying me.
Right, of course, I'll do that. Just please don't forget to send me money for the hospital.
Hey, Dad, are you there? I really want to know what the heck is going on there. I mean, what is this that I'm hearing about Mom not even being injured at all? She wasn't ever even in the hospital?
Oh, oops. I guess that means you finally found out the truth, huh? But man, I really had you thinking it was real there for a while, right? And all I had to do was send you one text message from your mom's number to get you to fall for it.
You really are just the worst. Do you know that? Did you really take Mom's phone from her?
Look, I just really needed the money, okay? You can't blame me for that, can ya?
But on top of all of that, you actually kicked Mom out of the house after forcing her to sign divorce papers?
That's right, your mom and I are no longer even married, so what do you think about that?
But I don't understand, where is this coming from all of a sudden?
She was always just in my way and holding me back. She was nothing but some big garbage just waiting to be taken out. Now I'm finally free to marry someone much younger and prettier than her.
I don't even know what to say right now, Dad. You're just awful. How could you do that to Mom? I mean, do you really even realize what you've done?
Of course I do. I did what I needed to in order to be able to live the life that I want to. You have no idea how unhappy I was in the years that we were married. Then I got fired and couldn't find another good job. Your mom did this to herself.
Dad, you do realize that it's all your fault that you got fired, right? In fact, if Mom didn't keep working, I don't know what would have happened to all of us.
Well, it doesn't matter now that it's all said and done. And now that your mom is homeless, that means that you should take care of her. I never want to see her back in my house ever again.
Oh, trust me, Dad. We wouldn't have ever gone back to you after this. But you should know that you're going to regret doing this, Dad.
Yeah, oh please, why in the world would I regret getting rid of that dead weight, huh? Hillary, are you there? Where is your mom? How is she doing?
What do you want, Dad? What is all this about now?
I need to know where your mom is right now. Are you with her? Please put her on the phone right now. We have to talk.
You and Mom are divorced. What do you want with her now?
I have something that I need to talk to her about. I mean, surely she's starting to get pretty lonely about now, right?
No, actually. Mom and I have been having a lot of fun together, so you don't need to worry about it. Anyways, please never ever reach out to us again, okay? Neither Mom nor I really want anything to do with you anymore.
Wait, please, just put your mom on the phone. I need to talk to her.
I am not going to be doing anything that you tell me to do until you tell me what this is about.
Well, I think that your mom and I might have gotten divorced just a bit faster than we should have. Anyways, I'm sure that your mom is eager to get back with me by now, right?
No, she isn't really. I already told you that we're having a great time without you. She finally realized that she doesn't need you anymore.
No, that can't be right. Your mom is definitely head over heels in love with me, right? We were married for over 20 years.
You were the one that threw her out of the house. You were the one that forced her to sign the divorce papers.
And now I'm realizing that I might have jumped the gun on doing all of that, okay?
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to convince Mom. Besides, Mom and I both already know about the affair that you were having behind her back.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean, you kicked Mom out of the house so that you could be with another woman that you were already seeing, right?
What in the world are you talking about? Of course that isn't what's going on.
Are you sure? Because I have plenty of proof that says otherwise. I know that the $1,000 I sent you was all used on her. You really are just pathetic.
But you don't understand. I was tricked. And by the time I realized I was getting scammed, I had already divorced your mom.
So you got with someone who was just using you for your money and you're only realizing it now?
It really is the truth. That's why you have to talk to your mom for me. You have to explain that this is all just a mistake.
Well, I don't really think that Mom cares at all about what you have to say, really. And I think I've already made it clear to Mom that I want nothing to do with you at all.
But your mom is already in her 50s. Are you really just going to take care of her for the rest of her life?
I think that Mom is more than capable of providing for herself, actually.
But even if your mom keeps her job, it'll still be really expensive for you.
Oh, you mean you didn't know that Mom was an author? She was only working a part-time job, so she had an excuse to leave the house and not be stuck inside all day writing. She's even got a book published and everything.
Wait, what? That can't be right. I haven't heard about any of this at all. But if she really is an author, then she must be getting royalties, right? You have to give me some.
Dad, you didn't really think that your measly salary was actually enough to keep you and Mom afloat, right? I mean, you never ever put anything into the bills or towards the house or anything like that. Actually, Mom only started writing as a way to channel her frustration with you, and that's when she started getting published in magazines.
I've made a huge mistake. Please, you have to talk to your mom and convince her to get back together with me. It's my only hope.
Yeah, that's just not gonna happen at all. You set all of this in motion, and now you have to live with the consequences. Have a nice life, Dad. Or don't. I don't think Mom or I really care all that much at this point. After that, Dad quickly started falling behind in payments for the house, and before long, it was repossessed by the bank. Mom and I have no idea where Dad might have gone after that, because we have blocked him on everything. And since Dad didn't even know where I was living, there was no way for him to track Mom and I down. Mom was considering trying to sue him for cheating on her while they were married, but we both knew that he wouldn't even be able to pay for it in the first place. Anyways, after a few months of living with me, Mom moved out to a different place quite close to mine and is still writing for a living. I had actually never read any of her work before, but I gave some of her short stories a look and realized she had based many of her stories and characters off of Dad. Although they certainly didn't paint him in a good light. Either way, Mom and I enjoy getting to spend more time with each other, not having to worry about any of my dad's schemes. And as long as things stay that way, I think my mom will be just fine. Thank you for watching! If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey Jaden, do you have some time to talk?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. What's up?
I wanted to ask you for some advice about what to wear when we go to meet your parents this weekend. It's my first time meeting them and we're announcing our engagement, so I don't want to give them any bad impressions. What do you think I should wear? I'm leaning towards wearing a dress, but I think wearing a blouse and those beige trousers I've got might be nice too. Like, business casual? I can't decide, and I just keep on throwing stuff back in the closet.
You don't have to worry that much. They'll love you no matter what you're wearing. I'm planning on throwing on the usual stuff I wear, a shirt and jeans, and I'm done.
Well, yeah, it's okay for you to wear whatever you want because they're your parents. I can't be that laid back. Oh, it's so unfair. My parents are gone, so you don't have to stress out about having to look your best and making them like you. You have it so easy, Jaden.
Ha! Don't say that. I told you there's nothing for you to worry about. Besides, you say that I don't have to look my best, but I'm always acting with them in mind, you know?
What do you mean?
They've already passed away, so it's even more reason for me to watch my own behavior. If they're watching over you from heaven, then they can see everything that I'm doing and wearing too. They're always with us, Julia, even if we can't see them.
They're always watching us? So you think that my parents have come back as ghosts just to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't get up to no good?
It's possible. We don't know what happens to people after they've passed away. That's why I'm always acting with them in mind. Instead of a what would Jesus do, it's more what would Julia's parents think kind of thing. I'm trying my best to stay on my best behavior at all times.
You're so silly, Jaden. I didn't know that you believed in ghosts. I'm seeing a new side to you, even after all this time.
I didn't really believe in them before. It's a pretty new concept to me, too. Do you remember when we went to visit your parents' grave and you introduced me to them?
Yeah?
I actually had a dream that night of your parents. It was pretty surreal.
What? You never told me that before. You saw them in your dream, even though you've never met them in person?
Yeah, you've got that picture of them on your desk, don't you? The people in my dream looked exactly like that. Of course, my brain must have just made that dream up because of that picture and the trip to their grave, but...
And what happened in your dream? Did they say anything to you? Did they give you any hints about how to deal with me?
Nope, they were just standing in front of me smiling. They didn't move or say a word.
Wow, that's pretty surprising. You might be able to count that as a paranormal encounter. But why didn't you tell me that you had a dream about my parents? You better tell me the next time they turn up. I want to know.
Sorry, I really was going to tell you. It just slipped my mind until now.
I'm going to tell my little sister that you met our parents in a dream. Mia loves those kinds of stories.
Oh yeah, how is she? We haven't seen her much lately, so I was wondering what was going on with her. Is her work pretty busy? I hope she's taking it easy on her days off.
Yeah, she's been pretty busy ever since she changed departments. She told me that there's a lot of new rules that she has to get used to. And it turns out that there's a creepy old guy working in the company they're doing business with, and he keeps on chatting her up.
What? That's messed up. Is she doing okay? Mia's a really sweet girl, so she must be having a hard time telling him to back off.
Yeah, if it were me, I would glare at the guy and tell him to piss off, but she's not like that. She told me that she's having a hard time at work because she's so busy, but it sounds like having to keep in touch with this asshole is what's really draining her. He's always going off on a tangent whenever she calls to confirm details and stuff.
Yeesh! Can't she mention something to her manager and get them to intervene?
That's the thing. She says that the company she works for is a subcontractor that works for his company. So she thinks that it's not going to change anything, that she's not in any position to complain about him when they're providing her company with work. Apparently her department manager told her to be especially careful when dealing with that guy when she was first assigned to the project, so she's not so keen on telling anyone in her department. She's scared that they'll defend him instead of her.
That sucks. Maybe she should just ask if they can have someone else take over and deal with him in her place.
That won't make any difference. It doesn't matter who's in charge of the contract they have with his company because he's already gotten her number. Mia told me that he first started bothering her at a party that was held to celebrate the foundation of his company. And that's where he coerced her into sharing her phone number. And that's not all. Apparently he's part of the management, so he's got a lot of power and influence over her company too.
Yeah, that does sound pretty complicated. If only there was someone at his company who would listen to what she has to say.
I know, but she's already been enduring this for months. Instead of bringing it up with HR and letting them drag this out, I want to end this as soon as possible. So I'm thinking of intervening myself.
What, seriously?
Yeah, if a family member intervenes, then the issue will be read differently. It won't be an internal thing, so the management won't be free to cover things up, and we can probably take him to court as a private individual. I don't care if I have to play the bad guy, I just want to make sure that Mia is okay.
That's true. If they see that you're serious about making a big deal out of it publicly, then they might actually back off. It's not such a bad idea. But just be careful, okay? You might be able to one-up him, but he's still a guy. You never know if he might resort to using force. I don't mind stepping in as Mia's future big brother if you need any help.
Yeah, you're the first person I'll ask if I need anything. Anyway, clothes. What should I wear to your parents' house? I still haven't made up my mind.
You look cute no matter what you wear. Just throw on whatever you feel like wearing on the day.
Oh God, I knew I shouldn't have asked you. You're no good when it comes to asking for fashion advice. I'm gonna ask my sister instead.
Then why didn't you ask her to begin with? I just said what I thought.
Aiden, we haven't met, but my name is Julia. I'm Mia's older sister. I've heard a lot about you and how you've been harassing my little sister these past few months.
What? You're Mia's older sister?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice to hear from you. Great timing, too. You know, I haven't been able to get through to Mia these past few hours, and I was wondering what was wrong. We've got a lot of documents and stuff we've got to go through, and it's pretty troublesome when she's not available for this long.
I actually wanted to talk to you about that.
What? Did something happen to Mia? Is she all right? We're pretty close, so you can tell me anything.
No, nothing's happened to her. I'm just going to warn you, stop messaging her, leave her alone, and don't ever contact her ever again.
What?
You invited her to go to a hotel with you last night, didn't you? We lost our parents a long time ago, so I raised her in their place. As her older sister and her only family, I am not going to just stand by and let you talk to her like that. I don't want you sending her disgusting messages like the ones you sent her last night ever again. Do you understand me? And would you please quit sending her photos of yourself? It's just creepy. My sister isn't interested in having pictures of some random guy on her phone, and it's just making her uncomfortable.
What? I just invited her to come and have a drink with me at the bar in the hotel, that's all. It's harmless. I don't like what you're accusing me of. You should know how serious that is.
I recall you saying that you had already booked a room for both of you to spend the night. How is that harmless? You can make all the excuses you want, but I've taken Mia's phone away, and I've looked through the messages you've sent her. The evidence is damning.
So that's the reason why I didn't get any reply from her. It's all your fault. You're the one that's getting in the way. Listen to me, Julia. I've just been keeping in touch with Mia because our companies do business together. What's so bad about being friendly with someone I work with? Even if you are family, you don't have any right to get in the way of our work.
Considering the contents of the messages you've been sending her, I highly doubt that you can say that you've been messaging her at work. Everything you've been sending her is completely inappropriate in the workplace.
You said that you lost your parents, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. What about it?
I've just been keeping in touch with Mia because I felt sorry for her. I could tell that she's been through a lot in the past, and I felt that she was in need of a father figure. I've been treating her like she's my own daughter.
What? A father would never invite his daughter to a hotel. You are the last thing Mia needs. And Mia's still in her early 20s. I hear that you're already nearing 60. It's just sick that you think that you can take advantage of a young woman because you have power in your company. And you already have a family of your own. What would your wife and child think about this? You should be ashamed of yourself.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
Oh, really? Then I guess you don't mind if I go and show your wife the chat you have with my little sister?
Yeah, go ahead and show her, if you can. But I'd be worried about Mia if I were you.
Why should I worry? Sharing this with your wife will solve all of her problems.
Will it really? Aren't you worried about her losing her job if you do something like that?
Mia's already told me that you're not working at her company. You work for another company.
Yeah, but I have the authority to cancel all of the work we've got with her company.
Oh, is that so?
You both lost your parents early on in life, and I hear that you've suffered a lot as a result. You've had to work your ass off to take care of yourself and your sister, haven't you?
No, not at all.
You don't have to play tough with me. You must have been pretty desperate. I wouldn't be surprised if you still are. Judging by your profile picture, you're just as beautiful as your sister is. I don't mind you joining us. I'll take good care of the both of you.
Oh, that is just gross.
What?
I said you're gross. It's just revolting that you can actually say something like that.
How old are you?
I've turned 29 this year, and...
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I take back that offer for you to join us. I'm not interested in taking care of a hag. Unfortunately for you, you don't have any value as a woman anymore. There's no point in inviting you if I can't have fun. Your prime is finished.
You're the one that's finished, old man.
Don't get ahead of yourself just because you're Mia's older sister. Your sister might lose her job if you're not careful with how you talk to me. I wouldn't give me that much attitude if I were you. And that's not all. I can make it so that she'll never be able to get a job in the same business at any other company in the country ever again. Are you sure you want to risk your little sister's future on something this insignificant?
If her future depends on your influence, then I'd rather crush it myself. I won't let you ruin a single thing for her.
What can you do? You're just a dirt poor pair of sisters. You don't have any family to rely on. What could a couple of women like you achieve if I use all of my power and connections? I work at a major company and made it to the position of department manager. And my family has owned all of the land around our property for generations.
So what? Why am I supposed to care about all of that?
I guess it's too difficult for you to understand. It means that you can't do anything. You're powerless against me. All right, how about I give you one last chance? I'd feel bad if someone as ignorant as you had to suffer any more than you already have.
Excuse me?
I want you to bring Mia to the hotel room I'm gonna book in a few days.
What?
I'll give you $10,000 when you bring her.
What the hell are you talking about?
I said I'll give you $10,000 if you bring Mia to me. I'll keep it between us and we'll both be happy. What do you think? I'd say it's a pretty good deal. Mia mentioned that you're always working from early in the morning until late at night. You need the money, don't you? You've got no choice but to work your ass off. But if you do as I say, you'll get $10,000 and you won't have to work as hard.
You must really think that I'm an idiot if you're making an offer like that. I don't think I've ever had someone look down on me this much before. Is my sister just some object to you? A bargaining chip? If you're willing to pay money, then there are services for that. Professionals who'll be happy to give you what you want. Leave my sister alone.
I've got a thing for amateurs. I don't need a professional. I just want your sister. You can't make me give up that easily.
I'm not going to forgive you for this. And I swear I am going to make you suffer for this. I'll send you to hell and back for the way you've harassed my sister. Jaden, I've decided I'm going to fight that asshole.
Asshole?
The dumbass creep who's been harassing Mia? I'm going to make him pay, no matter what.
Huh? What happened now? Have you already confronted him?
Yeah. You won't believe how disgusting he was. He even offered me $10,000 in exchange for letting him do whatever he wants with Mia. It's just sickening.
What? What the hell? What kind of offer is that? That's a crime. Why is someone like him a part of the management of a high-profile company?
He didn't even seem to care or realize just how much of a freak he was being. I got shivers just reading his messages. Ugh, I can't imagine how Mia feels when she has to see him in person.
That's just messed up. Julia, if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about using my own connections to sort things out, but I might have to ask you to do something for me later on. Will you help me then?
Sure, I'll do anything. We're gonna be family in a matter of months. I want you to rely on me if there's anything you or Mia need. Oh, hey, how about we ask my mom for some advice when we see her tomorrow? There's no way she can ignore a problem like this if she hears what's been happening.
Oh yeah, your mom graduated from law school, didn't she?
Yeah, she took over the family business, so she wasn't able to start work as a lawyer, but she's still pretty knowledgeable because she studies the law in her free time. I think she'll be a great help. She has a lot of friends who are lawyers and has some acquaintances in the police, too. You don't have to worry about Mia. We'll work things out together.
Yeah, oh thanks, Jaden. First, we've got to get through tomorrow's meeting with your parents, and then I can start thinking about how to deal with that creep. I feel a little better now that I know your mom might be able to help us.
Yeah, don't worry about my parents either. They'll love you. I know they will. I'll see you at the station at 1 tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do my best to make sure they don't hate me.
You bitch! I'm not letting you marry my son. You're not worthy of marrying him. I want you to break up with my son right now. You're never seeing him ever again.
I'm honestly shocked. I didn't expect that you were really Jaden's dad. I knew that you had the same name, but I thought it was just a coincidence. I didn't think that Jaden's dad could be capable of doing something so vile.
My son is the heir to my business. You're just a good-for-nothing with no money and no class. How dare you get close to him and seduce him into proposing to you? I want you to disappear and never show your face to us ever again. Get out of here.
Aiden, I think that you're mistaken about something.
What?
You have a lot of nerve talking to me like that. Jaden and his mom were pretty surprised when you chased me out of the house the moment I introduced myself.
So what if they were? There won't be any problem if you break up with my son. Jaden doesn't need you getting in his way. Leave him.
You must be panicking after finding out that Mia's older sister is actually your son's fiancée. You don't want them finding out about your behavior towards my sister after all. Think about it, Aiden. I'm the one that has the upper hand.
What did you say? What makes you think that you have the upper hand? All I have to do is find Jaden a new wife. He'll be fine without you. He won't even notice that you're gone.
Do you really think that your son will actually let that slide? He's not you. He actually respects me and wants to marry me. He won't agree to anything you say. Either way, I am going to tell Jaden and your wife the truth. I'm going to tell them everything.
Are you sure you want to threaten me? If you tell them, then your sister is gonna lose her job. She won't have anywhere to go.
If my sister's company isn't going to defend her from someone like you, then she might as well resign and find another job where they'll actually treat her like a human being.
Is that so? So you're serious about threatening me? Then I guess I have no choice.
You're the one that started threatening us first. I just want you to leave my sister alone.
How much do you want?
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying that I'll give you however much you want. How much will it take for you to keep your mouth shut and leave my son alone?
Seriously? Do you think that money is going to solve all your problems?
Of course I do! You don't have any money of your own, and I'm willing to offer you as much as you want as long as you don't say anything to my wife or son.
Listen up, Aiden. Just because our parents passed away early, it doesn't mean that Mia and I don't have any money. You can't treat us like we're poverty-stricken and expect us to fall for your offer. I don't want or need your money.
Of course you need the money. Don't be stupid. If you accept my offer, you won't have to work day and night anymore. You wouldn't have to work so desperately if you weren't in need of money, would you?
That's where you've misunderstood me. I'm a proud workaholic, and I happen to be a short sleeper, too. I make the most of all my waking hours. Besides, I'm running my own company. I can't help being busy.
What? You run a company?
Yeah, I have my own employees, and so far business is going pretty well. We make a decent profit, so I don't need any of your money.
Any company run by a woman like you is bound to be a failure. I bet it's just a no-name cottage industry.
If you're going to compare it to the national enterprise that is your company, then yeah, I can't deny that. However, small as it may be, I still have many connections of my own. I actually play golf with the CEO of your company on a fairly regular basis.
What?
So I doubt that you'll be able to put pressure on my sister's company to fire her. You also mentioned that your family has owned the land around your home for generations, but I hear that it's Jaden's mom's family who owns the land, not yours. You married into her family, but that doesn't give you the right to be stuck up. You haven't brought anything into the equation.
Wait a minute. How do you know so much about our family?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to marry your son. Of course I'd know this much about your family. He's told me almost everything, just like I've told him pretty much everything there is to know about Mia and I. Don't think you'll get away with any of this. You've got another thing coming.
Julia! Julia, please, you've got to help me!
Excuse me?
You're the only one that can fix this mess! My wife's blown a fuse because of all the photos and screenshots you showed her! She's saying that she wants a divorce!
Oh, really? I've already heard the news from Jaden. He told me that they all looked through your phone and he showed them proof of your conversations with my sister. He said that they found similar chats with several other girls from your company too, some proving that you were having affairs too. That's what helped them realize that the money you were handing over to those women was actually money you stole from your wife's real estate business. Using your wife's money to pay other women to sleep with you? You are sick. I think it's only natural that she wants a divorce.
They're all saying that they want to cut ties with me!
Of course they'd say that if my husband or father did what you did. I'd tell him to stay out of my life too. What are you so surprised about? You're just getting the treatment you deserve.
My life is gonna be ruined! Don't you care about what happens to me?
Huh? Why would I?
I'm Jaden's father! If you're gonna marry him, you should have more compassion towards me!
Really? I don't think so. I mean, Jaden has nothing but contempt for you now. If he doesn't want to have anything to do with you, then I'm not arguing with him. Frankly, I don't care what happens to you.
Please, I was just joking when I said all of those things to Mia. I was just trying to be friendly.
You're the joke, Aiden. You can't seriously believe that you can brush everything you did off as a joke.
When I was younger, everyone made jokes like that. It was normal for everyone to share dirty jokes. I don't see what the big deal is. The girls I knew back then would laugh along with us, and they weren't so uptight. I just couldn't help but do that with your sister, too. I thought she'd understand that I wasn't being serious.
Well, I'm afraid that in this day and age, those kinds of jokes aren't appropriate anymore. And I'm pretty sure that all those women you thought were laughing along with you in the past were probably creeped out and were angry with how you were treating them. Those smiles and laughs were just a facade to avoid trouble.
Julia, please, I'll apologize to your sister, too, and I promise that I won't get her fired. Can you just talk to my wife and son and get them to calm down? I want my wife to rethink the divorce. She's just overreacting. Please, I'm begging you. I know that they'll listen if you talk some sense into them. You're the only one that can fix everything.
I'm not interested. Why should I help the man that offered me money in exchange for giving up my own little sister?
All right. Then how about I work out a contract between your company and mine? You don't want to miss a golden opportunity to let your company grow, do you? I'll convince the management that creating a partnership with you is in all of our best interests. What do you think?
No way. We work in completely different businesses. And even if we could work out a contract between our companies, I'm not interested in doing it through you. I've got my own team of reliable salesmen who can do it for me.
All right, then can you at least keep it a secret from my managers? I'm begging you. At this rate, I'm gonna lose my wife, my family, and my home. If my company finds out about this, I'll lose my job, too. I'll lose everything.
Good. You don't deserve any of that anyway.
What?
That's what you get for doing something so depraved. You know, we did a little digging, and it didn't take us long to find proof that you've been doing this sort of thing for years. We got a few statements from women who worked in subcontractors for your company who said that you had used your position to force them into having relationships they weren't comfortable with. You've been making advances on women that don't have the power to stand up to you.
What? No, they all consented to everything that happened between us. I never used my position to force them to anything.
We'll find out if that's really true if we investigate this further. Why don't you just come clean and stop treating women like they're objects? You shouldn't be in a position of power, and if your company decides to penalize you for your actions, I strongly agree. You can't be trusted anymore.
No, I really am sorry. I regret ever taking advantage of my position, and I won't ever do anything like it ever again, I swear. So please, forgive me. Have mercy. Don't tell my managers.
I told you, didn't I? That I would never forgive you and that I was going to make you suffer the same way my sister did. If you're going to take responsibility and pay for everything you did to my sister and all those other women, that's the least you can do and prove that you really do feel remorse for your actions. After that, Mia and I did some more investigating and spoke to the women who had been victims of Aiden's sick behavior. It seems that there really were some women who had been forced to do things that they hadn't consented to. Many of those victims had given up on getting justice and were relieved to hear that we were going to make him pay. We did as much research as possible and shared all of our findings, as well as proof of his conversations with Mia with the police. The only problem was that many of his past victims no longer had evidence of what had happened to them. And ultimately, we couldn't get Aiden put behind bars. Instead, with the appeal of his victims, we settled things out of court and made him pay compensation to every single woman he caused harm to. After his wife had left him, he had received some money in the divorce, so we demanded that he pay a fortune to every single woman. Of course, we didn't want to prolong their suffering, so we made sure to make him pay them in one go. It seems that Aiden is currently living off the remainder of the money he got in his divorce, but I doubt that it'll last very long. It certainly won't be enough for when he's too old to work, that's for sure. Jaden mentioned that he's always been a big spender, so I can't imagine him being capable of putting aside any money either. It's clear to anyone that he's bound to have trouble making ends meet in the future, so I just hope that he'll see just how tough it is to really live in poverty and will think twice before ever looking down on people that don't have as much money as he did. After we dealt with all the issues surrounding his dad, Jaden and I finally tied the knot. His father was a good-for-nothing that deserved everything he got, but I'm lucky that both Jaden and his mom are good, honest people, and I'm looking forward to our future together. After the way they both cut ties with Aiden when they found out what he had done, and how Jaden had supported my sister and I through all of the investigations, I'm confident that he is the only man for me, and that I can rely on him no matter what obstacles we face in the future.
Hey, Sam. You're a bit late coming home. Is everything okay? Don't tell me they gave you overtime again.
Oh, shoot, Marie, I'm so sorry about this. There was actually an office outing after everyone punched out. I should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I see. I didn't know about that. I was just getting worried about why you weren't coming back.
Well, if I don't come home, then you can probably just assume that I'm at some kind of office party or something like that, okay? There really isn't any need to worry about me at all. But anyways, we're about to head to our third bar for the night right now.
Hold on a second. You mean that you've already gone to 2 bars tonight? Just make sure you don't drink too much tonight, Sam. I mean, is this really a drinking party for your work?
Yeah, of course it is. Today's a big day, and we have a lot to celebrate tonight, so that's why we're all going out.
And just what is being celebrated by everyone tonight, if I may?
Well, we're just all celebrating how well we've all been doing with our work. I mean, even some of the most strict managers are here, and even they're congratulating us. I really don't think you understand what it means for those two to open up and even come to one of these things in the first place.
I see. Well, I guess that all sounds like a good thing to me, right? I mean, I guess it really is a special night for you guys.
Actually, did you know that it's only me and one other coworker who are doing the best numbers at the company right now? He's basically my rival at the office, but I just know that if I can really prove myself against him, that I'll finally get promoted to a management position. So that's why I'm only gonna have to work even harder from here on out.
Wow, what a time to have a rival. I had no idea that things were so exciting for you at the office. But I guess that he must be pretty good if he's competing with you for the top spot in your division.
He really is something. He basically graduated from the same level of school that I did, and we've been competing ever since we both joined the company around the same time.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess at least the two of you are probably only pushing each other to work even harder, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just all part of Mr. Davis's plan. He's always trying to pit us against each other so that we perform better. Although I guess given how I'm talking about this, I can't say that his strategy isn't working. And besides, if a big promotion is waiting at the end for me, then it'll all be worth it. And that also means that you can't exactly say that the system is unfair, so it's just you versus the other guy.
Wow. Well, that Mr. Davis of yours sure sounds like he knows how to run a tight ship. And you were saying that he's actually there drinking with you all right now?
Well, I mean, it is a celebration after all, right?
You're right, I was just curious. So, do you have any idea around what time you'll be coming back home?
Yeah, I'm still not so sure about that. I think that we'll probably just be drinking all the way until morning.
Really? You're gonna be out that late? Are you sure that you're going to be okay doing that?
Of course it's gonna be fine. I already said that I'd be okay, didn't I? I've been bracing my liver for it this whole time.
If you say so. Just be careful, okay, Sam? Anyways, if you're gonna be staying out, then I'm probably going to bed.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. You should go and get some sleep if you can. In fact, why aren't you asleep already?
Well, I really couldn't get to sleep at all because Daisy kept waking up and crying all the time. I don't know what was going on. I can't remember the last time she was crying that bad.
Yeah, well, you're right about that. She certainly does cry quite a bit, doesn't she? Although I guess it's a good thing that I decided to go out with everyone tonight. It would really suck to be stuck at home with a crying baby all night, don't you think?
Well, I won't say that I don't understand where you're coming from in saying that, but, you know, I've been starting to get really bad headaches from dealing with all this crying. And I really just don't think that I'm getting enough sleep at all. And I don't think that Daisy is helping either.
Well, then why don't you go and make her stop crying or something, huh? I mean, do you really think you're going to accomplish anything just texting me?
Do you really think it's as easily done as that? I don't even know why our daughter is crying in the first place. But you know, it would be really, really nice if I could count on you for a bit more help now and then.
Oh, come on. You know how exhausted I am after working all day, don't you? Why should I have to take care of the kid on top of that?
I know that you're tired, but... well, I guess that I thought it wouldn't hurt to ask is all. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. You have a fun rest of your night, okay? Hey, Sam, are you still out? Are you gonna be able to get back home after the buses stop running?
Oh, yeah, sorry. There's another office party tonight, so I don't think that I'm going to be back home until the morning.
But it's Daisy. Don't you know that she's sick and has a fever? In fact, I think that whatever she has might have passed on to me, and I just feel awful. Please, Sam, can't you try to come home just a little earlier to help out around here?
No, that is just not going to happen. Besides, if I go back home right now, then I might get whatever you two have. So I think I'll just have to find a place to stay for the time being.
But it's Friday. You're supposed to be off work tomorrow and the day after, right? Please, I really do wish that you would come home and help us out a bit more. I really don't know how much more of this I can really take, Sam.
Okay, well, if Daisy has a fever, then that probably means she's been crying all day, is that right? If that's the case, then I'm really not going to be going back.
This is our child that we're talking about, Sam. You need to be here for her, don't you get that?
But I hate kids. All they do is cry and whine, and Daisy is the real reason that I'm never ever home.
So then, the whole reason why you're always out of the house is just because you wanted to avoid being around Daisy?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can't stand her crying all the time. It really just drives me crazy. She makes my head pound.
Oh, really? Well, have you thought about how her crying might make me feel? I know that it's not easy or fun, but we are her parents, and we can't just run away from our responsibilities.
Our responsibilities? What are you talking about? You should be taking care of the kid and telling her not to cry so much. How about you start actually doing what you're supposed to be doing first instead of pushing all this work on me?
Why are you being like this? I mean, can't you see that I'm already trying really hard? You're the one going out drinking with your friends every night. How is that responsible? Why can't you just work with me a little bit on this? Is that really so bad for you?
You really just don't get it, do you? These work parties are still part of the job. It's all connected. This is one of the few chances that we have several departments gathered and we're all able to communicate with each other. Not only that, but we all work very hard and deserve a break now and then.
I really am not sure about that. I mean, I think that you might just want to drink with your friends. But I really don't think that I can stand living like this. Besides, aren't you worried for your health if you keep drinking at this rate?
There you go, talking about things you don't understand again. You don't even work, so it's no wonder you're so weak. But unlike you, I actually work hard every single day, and so that means that I need to drink in order to release tension. Although I'm not surprised you wouldn't understand.
Why are you doing this? Why are you looking down on me like this? I thought that we were partners. Can't we just try to get along and help each other?
Are you really gonna try and tell me that you think of yourself as working hard just because you do some chores around the house? Are you kidding me? I don't need to hear this from a little worm like you. You're nothing but a parasite.
A parasite? How could you say that about your own wife? What is the matter with you?
Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, you can't live without my money, right? So any way that I look at it, you seem like a parasite to me. Anyways, are we done here? Because I just want to let you know that I am not going to be coming home until you're over this cold of yours. Hey, just what the heck were those messages that you were sending me earlier, huh? You really think that you could just tell me to stop drinking and come home? Just who do you think you are to talk to me like that? How dare a little parasite like you talk to me like that?
And just who do you think you are calling someone a parasite, huh?
Who do you think? I'm the person that you feed off of, you little leech. I really ought to just up and get rid of you for this. I mean, really, if you don't want you and Daisy to be kicked to the road, then you better start obeying what I tell you. It's high time that you understand your place in this relationship.
I really can't believe that you're talking to your own wife like this. In fact, you know what? Why don't you just not even bother showing up to work tomorrow, okay?
Excuse me? Just who do you think you are telling me what to do again?
You really need to get your act together, Sam, and you should know that I am not your wife.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're not my wife? If you're not my wife, then who are you?
This is actually your boss, Sam. You know, Mr. Davis. Don't tell me you've forgotten your place in this company.
Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? Why in the world would Mr. Davis be using your phone, Marie?
You do remember that I asked you for those documents in time for our meeting tomorrow, right? But I guess since you're going out drinking tonight, that must mean you've done your work, right?
How would you know that unless you're really Mr. Davis?
Ding, ding, ding! Is it finally starting to click for you, Sam? Do you finally understand what I'm telling you? After all, there's really no reason why your wife would have to know about any of this, right?
Sir, I'm really sorry for this mix-up. This is just a little running joke that I have with my wife is all.
I really did have higher hopes for you, Sam. But after seeing the kinds of messages you send to your wife, Well, there's no other word for it except for disappointment. I just am so let down right now.
Wait, no, please, you don't understand. You see, the two of us actually got into a little fight a few days ago, and well, yes, I shouldn't have said what I said, but please know that I don't always talk to her like that, and I am very sorry that you had to see this.
Oh, please, you really think that I'm going to buy that? I've already read through your message history. You talk like this to your wife all the time, and we both know it. You don't care about her at all.
Please, sir, I'm really not trying to fool you or anything like that, but I just think that this is a matter for my wife and I to work out. I really don't think that this has anything to do with our business at the office at all.
You wish it was that simple, but I'm not just upset with you for how you've been treating your wife.
What do you mean? What else have I done to upset you?
Well, first of all, you have been going out drinking practically every single night, and I understand that you've been telling your wife that you've been going out for company parties, right? Care to explain about these non-existent parties?
You don't understand. I was only trying to give Marie an answer so that she would stop bothering me, but I really was drinking with people from other departments.
Oh, that's right. You're always forcing all the younger employees to go out drinking with you. But how about you quit bothering my staff and stay at home with your wife and kid for once? Because Marie has told me all about how little you've done for her. You've put all the work on her while you go out and have a good time at night.
But that's not fair. I don't just push all the work on her. It's a give and take. And I've had plenty of days where I've helped with the child rearing. You can't just believe all the lies that my wife has told you.
I thought I told you to quit lying to me. You have been putting all your work on your wife, and I can tell just by reading your messages. Meanwhile, I've heard all the rumors at work about you spending all your time at less than savory bars.
But who did you hear this from? Who's saying this about me?
If you really must know, it was one of the poor employees that you've forced to go with you on these outings, and he got to see the kind of person that you really were. Not only that, but you lied to your wife about where you were going.
I really am sorry. I didn't think that my wife would go along with me going out this much unless she thought it was all hosted by work.
You really are a piece of work, do you know that? I really am going to have to rethink what I had in mind for you.
Wait, no, please. Okay, look, I admit that I shouldn't have pushed all of that on the staff that I made to come out with me, but think about all that I've done for this company, all that I've accomplished. I'm one of the top performers in the company.
Except for the fact that I know you push all the work that you don't want to do on your underlings. You've never, ever been serious about this job at all, have you?
Hey, where did you go? Where are you? Why is all your stuff missing from the house?
I am taking Daisy and I'm going back to my parents' house if you must know. I can't take this anymore and I'm leaving. Do you get it?
Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? How could you do this to me?
Oh, please, you know that you left me no choice. I'm not going to change my mind, so don't bother.
You still have a lot of explaining to do. Just why in the world was Mr. Davis texting me from your number? Why were you two together?
If you must know, we were actually in a cafe not far from your office. And it felt so nice to finally have someone listen to me about all that I was worried about.
What does this have to do with anything?
I actually sent him an email from your work email. I told your boss a bit about how you were treating me, and he agreed to meet me in secret. I told him all about how you're always out of the house, drinking, and never at home to take care of Daisy. Not only that, but Mr. Davis also told me about how you lied about all those company parties.
How could you do this to me? You betrayed me, and now you've gotten me in serious trouble with my boss. Have you gone crazy or something?
Sam, you can't blame me for this at all. You can only blame yourself for this. I told you that dealing with Daisy's nightly crying was really driving me crazy and that I was starting to reach my limits. Meanwhile, you walk around and act as if you're a good husband when you're not at all. It's no wonder your boss was so disappointed in you when you had built up such a different persona for yourself at work.
What do you know? You don't even work, and now you've gone and made my going to work so much more awkward. How am I supposed to make this up to my boss, huh?
Make it up to my boss? What about me? Besides, this is a mess all of your own making, so why don't you start by apologizing to me?
Do you have any idea how long it took to build up that much trust in my office? You've blown everything up.
You have had so much time where you could have changed your behavior. I warned you over and over again that I was reaching my limits and that I was under a lot of stress. What did you think was going to happen when you were never at home to help me?
But I didn't think that you would go and do this to me. You weren't supposed to stab me in the back like this. I thought that I could trust you. You're my wife. You're supposed to be there for me.
I was there for you, Sam. You weren't there for me, though. I tried to be a good wife to you and a good mother to our child, but now it's clear to me that I had always been doing all the work. And if that's how things are going to be, I'd much rather just do things on my own. Have a nice life, Sam. After that, I heard through the grapevine that Mr. Davis spoke to the company management and arranged it so that Sam started to get less high-profile projects and was put on much more menial tasks that would never advance his career. Sam quickly realized what was going on and could only watch as his access to the corporate ladder was cut off. Although not wanting to quit and start over from the bottom, I heard that Sam is still working at the same place. I can only assume that the rival he had mentioned to me surpassed him and is now probably supervising him. I know it isn't what Sam wanted, but I'm sure it was good for the company. Some years later, I heard that Sam's company had to be restructured and that Sam was let go in the process. By then, Sam and I had finished our divorce and he was paying me child support for Daisy. After hearing that he had been fired, however, I told him I had gotten remarried and didn't need his money anymore. Now I live a quiet, happy life with a loving husband and my daughter who adores him. Obviously, I wasn't happy about how things ended with Sam, but by the time things were falling apart, I was actually walking out. I knew I had made the right decision. As for my daughter Daisy, if she wants to build a relationship with her father in the future, I won't stand in her way. But for now, I only want to make sure that she is raised in a loving family. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, Charles. I was just wondering about what time you were going to be coming home. Don't tell me that you're going to be out late again.
Oh, hey, Gabby. I'm really sorry about this, but my boss has taken us all out drinking again.
So, you're telling me that you're not coming home because you're out drinking?
Oh, you know it's like that. My boss was able to close a really good deal, and he's taken us all out to celebrate our hard work.
I see. So then, you also were a part of this deal that was closed then?
Yeah, that's right. I was actually one of the main contributors to the project.
Oh, well, in that case, congrats. I really had no idea about any of that at all.
Thank you. Even my boss's boss was happy, so I think this is a good sign. And I didn't want to ruin the energy by not accepting the invitation out.
I see, yeah. I suppose you can't really say no to someone wanting to celebrate you.
Well, it's not just me, of course, but anyways, that's what I'm out doing, and I'm not sure what time I'll be back home.
Okay, well, that's not a problem. I was just wondering where you were.
Don't tell me that you've already made dinner and everything, though.
Yes, I already have made dinner, actually. But I was wondering why you weren't getting back to me.
Yeah, I really am so sorry about that. There was just a lot to do at work up until the very end of the workday.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking was going on, but I wasn't sure about it. Anyways, you know that I'm just at home trying to keep things running while being pregnant and all. So I really do appreciate when you're able to come home early. And lately, it feels like you're always coming home late.
I know, I really am sorry. You know how busy I am these days, and I think that the work is just gonna keep going like this for a while.
Do you really think so? You're still going to be working late all the time?
Well, we finished this project just in time for another project to start, and since we're going to be having this kid, I really have to stay on top of everything. I just want to make sure that I can do all that I can to provide for you.
I know, and I know that your work pushes you hard and that you don't have much say in that. And of course, it's thanks to your hard work that we live in the house we do and eat the meals that we have. So I just want you to know how grateful I am for you.
Well, thank you so much for saying that, Gabby. That really does mean a lot. But you were the one that bought our current condo, and I mean, you even make more than I do, or you did before getting pregnant. Do you think you're going back to work after this?
I really would like to go back into the office again if it were possible, but I know that I'll probably still be stuck at home with the kid for a while longer.
Oh, really? You mean you're not going to go straight back into work? Why's that?
Well, I'm having this kid at a kind of advanced age, and I'm just a bit worried about my body. And I think that I should at least stay with the kid until they're about a year old.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, but that's why I want to save up money now while I still can, so that way you can just focus on the kid.
And that really is sweet of you. But I would rather we were able to save up money for the future. I mean, you never know what could happen, right?
Sure, but I don't think that you should feel pressured to go back to work too soon or anything. I mean, we live a nice life now, but I would hate to have a drop in quality of life.
Well, I think that we've always been living pretty comfortable, actually. And of course, we're not huge shoppers who always have to have the latest brands or anything like that.
Yeah, that is true, but it's not like you don't have a nice little collection of expensive handbags, right?
Yes, I do, but I bought all of that with my own money before you and I were even married, remember? And some of them were gifts from my company as well, so that's also why I like using them. Besides, I really just use the one bag that I have. It's not like I have all that money.
Well, I just want you to know that I think we're able to live more than comfortable, and I am very happy for it.
Well, I'm glad that we're both able to help each other out to make sure that we can enjoy our lives like this.
Of course, and on top of it all, we're still able to have some money for you to invest, right?
Yes, although I'm still learning exactly about how all of this day trading business works.
Well, I know that you'll be able to figure that out, and when you do, it'll be a huge boon for our house. You got this.
Well, don't put all the pressure on me. It's not like I'll suddenly win it big or anything.
I know, but I'm just saying that compared to you, I really don't think that I actually even contribute that much.
Of course you do, Charles. Besides, you're still so young and have so much life and potential ahead of you.
Well, I appreciate the support, but we'll just have to see about that, won't we? Either way, sometimes I just feel like I got lucky being with you.
Oh, what are you talking about? We're together because we want to be with each other. And I know what a hard worker you are, so that's why I'll always be there to support you.
Thanks for saying that, Gabby. It means a lot. I'm so happy to know that I have someone like you cheering me on. Oh shoot, I actually have to go right now. My boss is calling me back into the room.
No problem. Just make sure that you don't drink too much and that you get home safe. Charles, I don't understand. What's going on? I mean, I had the baby 3 days ago, but why haven't you come to visit me in the hospital at all?
Oh shoot, I really am so sorry about this, Gabby. I just won't really be able to make it there at all. I have too much going on at work.
But I literally just gave birth to our daughter. You can't even make time to come and see your own child?
I'm sorry, but I have work to attend to. It's not my fault. I mean, you said so yourself, right? You said that I need to focus on my job.
I know that I said that, but I thought that you'd at least be able to take a single day off to see your own daughter. I thought that you were going to come running to the hospital the moment that I started to give birth.
And it's not that I didn't want to do that or anything, but I just had a lot going on is all.
Well, I still haven't even named the girl since I've been waiting for you to come here and help me.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Just name her whatever you want. I mean, I imagine the hospital will need one for their records, right?
Charles, are you serious? I thought we said we wanted to come up with a name for our daughter together. We made a whole list of potential names and everything.
I know, but the point is that I'm stuck at work and there just isn't much that I can really do from here. So just think of one for now, and if we want to change it later, we'll do that.
Charles, what is the matter with you? I mean, you never used to be like this, so why are you acting this way now?
What do you mean? I'm just being my usual self is all.
I even sent you photos of our daughter and you didn't even respond with anything.
Well, that's because you sent a whole bunch of them all at once and I didn't know how to respond. Besides, I'm still at work and I'm not really supposed to be looking at my phone. You know how strict my boss can be if he catches us texting during work hours.
I know, but it's not like you're working 24 hours every single day.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just tired and I don't really have the energy to be able to respond to you is all.
Charles, please. I really need you here with me right now. Our daughter needs you right now.
Okay, I get it. If it'll make you happy, I'll go and stop by the hospital soon, okay? Is there anything else you want?
Not if you're really going to come.
Well, okay then. I guess that we have this all settled then, don't we?
But I just have one more question. Isn't today Sunday? Are you really having to work today?
Of course I have work today. You think that my company sticks to normal schedule? I do the work when there's work to be done. It really is just that simple. We have deadlines to meet and everyone is responsible for getting their parts of the project done as quickly as possible. So I don't get the day off just because it's Sunday.
And even though it's Sunday, they're really going to make you work a full day?
You really just don't get it, do ya? It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, it matters how much work there is to do. Don't you know that I'm working hard for you and our daughter? I thought you said that you were going to support me, so why do I feel like now you're attacking me just for trying to be there for you both? It really feels like you don't want me to put in as much work as I usually would, and that's really upsetting to me.
Of course, I'm not saying anything like that at all. I'm just saying that I've literally just given birth. I mean, do you know how hard it was to have this child? The doctors were actually really worried about me.
Well, if they're that worried, then it sounds like you just need to rest more. Besides, millions of women give birth every day. I really don't think that it's as bad as you're saying. I mean, what about me? Don't you know that I'm working myself to the bone for this family? Don't you care about the mental toll that all this work has on me?
What are you talking about?
I mean that I really didn't think you were gonna get like this after you gave birth. I think you're just a little emotional and sensitive right now. So maybe you just need to calm down and let your hormones settle before messaging me like this.
Charles? How could you even say something like that to me? That's just horrible.
Well, they're your emotions, so you're the one who needs to be responsible for them. And don't go pretending like this is all my fault or something. Honestly, this is actually so you. Besides, you act coldly towards me all of the time.
Why are you so opposed to coming to the hospital and seeing your newborn daughter? What's so bad about that?
For the millionth time, it's not that I don't want to see her, it's that I have to work. Do you really not get that? Besides, aren't your parents there for you?
My parents are not this child's parents, Charles. You are her father. Don't you understand that?
Maybe this isn't you giving birth at all. Maybe you're just going through menopause, and that's why you're acting so hysterical.
Charles, you've changed. I don't know what else to say, but you've changed and I don't like it.
You don't know what you're talking about at all. I haven't changed in the slightest. I might be a little stressed, but that's no different than normal. Anyways, I'll be sure to visit you while you're still in the hospital. Don't worry.
Charles, what is the meaning of all of this? I want an explanation right now.
I thought I already made it pretty clear to you, didn't I? I mean, weren't you even listening to me at all?
But this doesn't make any sense. I just got home from the hospital with our newborn daughter, and you tell me that you want to get a divorce? Not only that, but you kick me out of the house so that you can go and be with some other woman? This doesn't make any sense at all.
Really? Because you basically just summarized what happened between us, and that makes sense to me. I'm gonna live with my new girlfriend, and that's why I packed up all your stuff and put it by the front door. Now, please don't make this any more difficult than it needs to be. I know that you have a kid and that things aren't going to be easy for you, but that's why I was a nice guy and boxed up all your stuff for you, so I don't get what you're so upset about.
How did it all come to this? I don't understand at all.
Well, I know that it's not all your stuff by the door, but I put the rest of it into a storage locker that you have until the end of the month to clean out.
But how can you kick me out of the place that I bought? Why don't you pack up your things and go?
Because I'm going to be taking the condo when we split up our assets, of course. I know that you got this place while you were single, but the value has only gone down since then, so I'll buy you out. You just have to name a price.
Are you being serious right now? I don't even know what to say.
Well, all you have to do is name a price, because I am sick and tired of living with you, and I could have someone much younger.
So, that's what the problem is? My age? Why didn't you say anything before we got married then? Why would you get me pregnant with your child if you had a problem with me?
Because I knew that that's what you wanted, and I was just wanting to give that to you. So you see, we both gave each other something that we wanted, right?
I wanted to have a kid with you because I loved you, Charles.
And it's not that I hate you or anything like that, you know, but I just think that I deserve someone a little younger than you, and cuter too. Surely you didn't think that with our age gap the marriage would last forever, did you? I'm younger than you, and so I should be with someone closer to my age.
But Charles, you were the one who asked me out in the first place, don't you remember?
Yeah, but that was so long ago, and I've really had the time to do a lot of thinking since then, you know? I don't get why you're trying to make me out to be the bad guy, but this is exactly why I can't be with some menopausal old hag like you anymore.
You're taking all of this way too far right now, do you know that?
I really don't think I am. There was always a time limit on the time that we'd actually be able to make this work, but I knew that you made more money than me, and that's partially what kept me around for as long as this.
So that's what this is about? It was all about my money?
You really just aren't getting this, are you? Anyways, can you please just hurry up and sign the divorce papers? There isn't a place for you here anymore, okay?
You are going to pay for this. I am going to make sure that you pay for this.
Yeah, right. I've been wanting to do this for a while now.
And your daughter? What about her?
I don't care about her at all. Once we're divorced, I'm not gonna be father to her at all, so you can just tell her I died in a fire or something like that. Gabby, are you there? I just got a letter saying that I'm getting thrown out of the condo. Please, you have to let me put my name on the lease instead of yours.
And just why would I want to do something like that?
Well, I mean, I thought that you were gonna give me the house and the divorce, right?
What in the world are you even talking about, Charles? You really thought I was just gonna hand it over? I bought that condo with my own money before we were even married. That means that it's exempt from any asset splitting through the divorce. Did you really not know that?
But, I mean, does this really mean that I have to move out? Is that really what you're saying to me?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying to you, actually. And I've already found a buyer for the place. So that's why you have until the end of the month to move out. Do you understand?
You mean I only have until the end of the month to keep living here? But the end of the month is only a couple of weeks away.
That's right, and you should be lucky that you even have that. I mean, really, did you think you were going to get away with kicking me out right after I got back from giving birth to our child? You had plenty of time to get ready to move out ever since that day, so be grateful for that.
Okay, fine then. If you're gonna kick me out, then at least give me some money to cover all of the moving expenses.
And just why in the world should I have to pay you anything, huh? Why would I do that?
You want me to move out of the house, don't you? That really is the least that you could do as a courtesy to me.
Courtesy? Now I know that you're joking. Why would I ever give you anything after what you did to me? I mean, are you going to pay the rent on the new place that I had to move into after you kicked me out? Because then we might have a deal.
I can't deal with you right now. Look, we're divorced, so if I'm not getting the house, then you still have to pay me what you owe me from our shared assets.
Actually, you cheated on me while we were married, so I really don't have to pay you anything at all if you must know. So go ahead and tell your little girlfriend that I'll be suing the both of you for what you've done. Then we'll conduct the asset division.
You what? You think that you can sue me for that? Fine then, just don't sue me and we'll call it even. How about that?
Sure, I can do that. But even after I take away what you would have gotten, you'll still owe me about $50,000.
You mean that you're only going to be giving me that much money? That can't be right. Surely you owe me so much more than that. I was expecting at least 100,000.
I think you need to reread the message that I just sent. You'll still owe me that much money, got it?
You really have lost your mind if you think I owe you a single red cent, do you know that? I know that you have all this money stored away.
Oh, I do have money, but none of that is ever going to get to you, you know? I told you already that everything that I had before we got married, I don't have to give you in the divorce. I only have to split assets that we acquired after we got married. Do you understand now?
Wait, are you serious? Please tell me that that's not actually how the law works.
It sure is. So you should have made sure that you had enough money to take care of yourself before we got the divorce. Because now you've screwed yourself out of all this money. After all, I know that you hardly have savings yourself. But anyways, I hope that I've answered your question about that little eviction notice that you got. As for the lawsuit and the assets, just keep an eye out for a letter from my lawyer. We'll get it all settled. You just concentrate on packing up your things and getting the money that you'll owe me. Have a nice life! After that, I hired a lawyer who calculated how much I would have been able to sue Charles and his mistress for having their affair. Even after subtracting that sum from what Charles would have got, he still owed me about $50,000 that I knew he didn't have. I was even kind enough to tell him not to bother paying me any child support for our daughter. Charles said that he didn't want anything to do with his daughter at all, and I was more than happy to oblige him that request. Last I heard, Charles packed up his things with his girlfriend and fled town after paying off his legal debts with a hefty loan. I haven't heard from him ever since we finished signing the divorce papers. As for me, I took the money from selling the condo and moved closer to my parents in a much smaller place for just my daughter and I. My parents are more than happy to look after their new grandchild while I focus on getting back on my feet and easing myself back into work. Now I'm just focusing on myself and my family, hoping that I never, ever have to deal with a man like Charles, or Charles himself, ever again. As long as I can be there for my daughter, that's all I'll need in my life. That's why I named her Hope. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.